Hi! Hello mga katropa! Welcome back again dito sa ating Criminology Gabay Kaalaman. Ang iyong lingkod po, Coach Edmond Talba. Okay? So guys, kumusta po kayong lahat? I hope that okay lang po kayo sa panahong ito. Maraming salamat po sa lahat na tumatangkilik po sa mga videos po natin. I hope guys na nakatulong po ako sa inyo. Okay? If you still remember the last video po na na-upload natin dito sa YouTube channel po natin is yung secondary classification po. Sa hindi pa po tayo dadako doon po sa sub-secondary classification, there are certain things na dapat po malaman natin muna kasi mas mahihirapan tayo doon sa sub-secondary classification pag hindi po natin alam yung world tracing at saka si ridge counting po. Bakit po? Because ang gagawin po natin doon sa sub-secondary classification, if it is a loop type of pattern, ika-count po natin yung mga ridges po. When it is a whirl, what we are going to do is to trace the whirl type of pattern po. In other words, ang pag-uusapan muna natin sa ngayon before we will proceed with the sub-secondary classification proper, pag-uusapan muna natin si ridge counting at saka si whirl tracing po. So how are we going to count the ridges po in a loop type of pattern? Okay? All you have to do is to write an imaginary line connecting your delta at saka yung core po natin. Alam na po natin kung paano i-identify si delta at saka si core. Diba? Doon sa previous video po natin. The number of ridges intervening between the delta and the core is your ridge count po. Neither of the core and delta is included in the ridge count po. In other words, hindi po kasali si delta at saka si core na ika-count po natin. Behind me guys is an example of a loop type of pattern po. Okay? Definitely, if this is the case, this is our core. Tama ho ba? Okay? Because there are two rod. Okay? There are two rods. So, ito po yung farther natin sa delta. So, this is our core po. Okay? And in this case, we have the bifurcation as our delta. Okay? Then as what I have said, all we have to do is to draw or write an imaginary line connecting your core and your delta po. Then after that, all we have to do is to count the ridges intervening between your core and your delta po. So ika-count po. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? So in this case, the ridge count of this loop is 7 ridge count po. So, ang ika-count lang po natin yung mga ridges po that intervenes between your core and your delta po. So, that is all about the ridge counting po. Bibisitahin po natin ngayon, i-review po natin yung rule po natin regarding the whirl tracing po. Okay? So, paano po iti-trace si whirl type of pattern? By the way guys, pag sinasabi ho nating whirl, that is to include all types of whirl, no? Plain whirl, central pocket loop, double loop, at saka si accidental. All types of whirl will be traced po. Okay, so ano po si whirl tracing? The whirl tracing can either be an inner whirl, outer whirl, or a meeting whirl po. Okay? So, pag sinasabi po nating whirl tracing, ang resulta lang po niyan, it could be either an inner whirl, an outer whirl, or a meeting whirl. Paano po natin malalaman na it is an inner, outer, or a meeting whirl? So, kailangan po natin na ma-identify or ma-locate po natin si left at saka si right delta po in the whirl tracing. Bakit po? Because the rule says whirl tracing will always commence or start from the left delta going to the right delta. Kailangan pala natin na ma-identify at saka ma-locate si left delta para maumpisahan po natin yung world tracing po natin. Okay? So ngayon, what is an inner world? Tatawagin po siyang inner world when the tracing ridge goes above or inside to your right delta po. Iklaro ko po. Tatawagin ho siyang inner world when the tracing ridge na nag-uumpisa doon sa left delta mo goes above sa itaas po ng right delta nyo po. And it has a ridge count of at least 3 or more intervening between your tracing ridge and your right delta. Ang tawag po natin dyan is an inner world. Allow me guys to illustrate it to you in the whiteboard po. So guys, behind me is an illustration of a plane world type of pattern po. For us to start the world tracing, there is a need for us to identify or locate first the two deltas, the right and the left delta po. This bifurcation will become our right delta. Okay? Hahanapin natin ngayon si left delta po. This one is your left delta. Okay? So this is your right delta and that is your left delta. Ang sabi ko po kanina, the rule says, world tracing will always commence or start from the left delta going to the right delta. Since this is your left delta, automatic guys, this ridge will become your tracing ridge. Ito po, okay? I-blackin ko po. So this one is your tracing ridge. So pag nakarating na po yung tracing ridge mo sa tapat or sa harap ng right delta nyo po, then stop. Okay? So you will stop. And then after that, okay, gagawan po natin ng imaginary line connecting your tracing ridge at saka si right delta po. Bibilangin po natin. If the tracing ridge umabot po ng 3 or more, and it goes above, then ang tawag po natin dyan is an inner world. As you see on this illustration, guys, check, this is our tracing ridge. Okay? Our tracing ridge goes above or inside to your right delta. Okay? We stop here and we will try to check now on how many ridge count intervening between your tracing ridge and your right delta. I-check natin. 1, 2, 3. Pag umabot na po tayo ng 3, then, inner world na po yan. Bakit po siya inner? Because the tracing ridge goes above to your right delta po. Ang requirement lang po, dapat po umabot ng 3 yung ridge count niya between your tracing ridge and the right delta po. Okay? So sir, paano po sir na hindi po umabot ng 3 yung ridge count? Pag-uusapan natin yan mamaya kung ano po ang tawag natin dyan. Okay? But sir, how if yung tracing ridge po natin, instead of going up, it goes down? Ano po ang tawag po natin dyan? So let us take this another example po behind me. Again, this is a world type of pattern po. Okay? As you notice, this is now our left delta. This bifurcation. Tama ho ba? And of course, again, this is our right delta. This bifurcation will become our tracing ridge. Tama ho ba? Okay? So, i-check natin. Okay? So, this is our tracing ridge. Okay? Now, yung tracing ridge po natin, as you observe po, by this time, hindi na po papunta sa loob. It goes down. Okay? It goes. We will stop at the portion sa harap po ng right delta. Okay? As you notice po, our tracing ridge goes below the right delta. Kanina, it goes above. When the tracing ridge goes below the right delta and it has a ridge count of at least 3 intervening between the tracing ridge and the right delta, then ang tawag po natin dyan is an outer world. Okay? Kailan po siya tatawaging outer world? when the tracing ridge goes below to your right delta. Okay? But hindi po automatic, guys. Kailangan ho na yung intervening ridges between this tracing ridge at saka si right delta dapat po umabot ng 3. Okay? So, i-check natin. This is your tracing ridge. I-check natin. 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4. Ang requirement lang para maging outer whirl siya, dapat lang po umabot ng 3. Since this is 4 and the tracing ridge goes below to your right delta, then ang tawag po natin dito is an outer whirl po. Okay? So ngayon, balikan po natin yung tanong po natin kanina. Sir, how if po yung tracing ridge goes above, pero yung intervening ridges between the tracing ridge at saka si right delta, hindi po umaabot ng 3. Kasi ang requirement ng inner whirl, the tracing ridge goes above to the right delta and it has at least a ridge count of 3. At saka si outer whirl din po, the tracing ridge goes below to the right delta and it has a ridge count of at least 3 intervening between the tracing ridge and the right delta. Now, if the ridge count hindi po umaabot ng 3, then ang tawag po natin dyan is a meeting whirl. Okay? So, i-illustrate po natin. Okay? So, titingnan po natin tong illustration na to po. Okay? Again, this is our right delta and of course, this is our left delta. Of course, mag-uumpisa po yung whirl tracing natin from the left delta po. Okay? So, this will become our tracing ridge. Okay? And we will stop in front of the right delta po. Okay? And then if we will try to count the ridges intervening between your tracing ridge and your right delta, as you observe po guys, your tracing ridge goes above to your right delta. Inner whirl sana to. Pero ang problema lang, the ridges that intervenes between your tracing ridge and your right delta, hindi po umabot ng 3. Isa lang po to. Then, ang tawag po natin dyan, as what I have said, is a meeting whirl. Okay? Now, another example po. Okay, example number 2. This is your left delta. And of course, this is your right delta. This is your tracing ridge because this is your left delta. If you observe your tracing ridge, it goes below. Okay? It goes below to your right delta. Outer sana. Ang problema again, if you will try to count the intervening ridges between your tracing ridge and your right delta, isa lang po yan. So, ang tawag po natin dito is the same. That is also meeting whirl. Okay. Pero may mga bagay din po tayo na dapat po nating tandaan dito po sa whirl tracing. How if your tracing ridge will bifurcates? The other branch goes above and the other branch goes below. How will you trace that one? Is it an inner or an outer whirl? Take this example, guys. This is your left delta. This is your right delta. So, of course, this is our tracing ridge. Ang problema, guys, at this point, nag-bifurcate po yung tracing ridge natin. The other branch goes above and the other branch goes below. Ano po to? Is it an inner or an outer whirl? This is the rule. When the tracing ridge bifurcates, the lower branch must be followed as your tracing ridge. Therefore, if this is our tracing ridge, tapos nag-bifurcate po to, then ang i-follow natin, hindi po yung nasa itaas po. The lower branch po. Okay? Ito po ang susundin natin. So therefore, it goes below. Ang tawag natin dito is an outer whirl. Paano po if the tracing ridge experience an abrupt ending po? Paano po if your tracing ridge nag-stop po? Nagre-ridge end. Okay? Tapos may isang ridge dyan at saka may isang ridge sa baba. Okay? Dito nag-end. Ba? This is your tracing ridge. And then your tracing ridge experience an abrupt ending. What is the rule? The rule says the next descending ridge will be your continuation of your tracing ridge. Ibig sabihin po, hindi po yung ridge na nasa itaas po, but rather yung ridge po na nasa ibaba po. So, ito, ipagpalagay natin that nag-stop. Okay? Then rule says, pag nag-stop again, you go down. Okay? So, this will become your tracing ridge. Yun lang po guys, ang tandaan po natin in as far as the world tracing is concerned. Again, importante ito kasi ang gagawin po natin sa subsecondary classification, iti-trace natin pag it is a word. Ika-count po natin yung ridges between delta and the core when it is a loop type of pattern. So guys, abangan nyo po yung next video po natin because we will formally discuss the subsecondary classification po. Okay? God bless you. Kita po tayo sa next video po natin. God bless you all.